Hi, hello, once again, welcome to all. I am Ashwati Innas. Today, we will see the chapter 4 Buddhism and Jainism. And in this chapter, we will discuss about the similarities and differences between Buddhism and Jainism and their emergence. The 6th century BC witnessed emergence of great thinkers all around the world. They were Buddha, who were the founding father of Buddhism in India, and Mahavira, who founded Jainism in India. Heraclitus, he was a Greek philosopher, and Confucius, he was a Chinese philosopher and founder of school of thought Confucianism. Next one is Zoroaster, and he was an Iranian prophet and he founded Zoroastrianism. The next one is Lao Tse. He was a Chinese philosopher and a writer, and he founded the philosophical Taoism. And let's see what were the causes for the rise of Jainism and Buddhism. There were two factors, such as religious factors and social factors, which contributed for the emergence of Jainism and Buddhism. Religious factors, the complex rituals and sacrifices. Teaching of Upanishads used as an alternative to the system of sacrifices was an unacceptable thing for the common people. And social factors, orthodox Varna system. That means the four caste Varna system was very strong, and this also was not acceptable for the common people. So this Varna system didn't allow the lower class to enhance their social status. So the people wanted to get rid from all this rigid social practices and religious practices. Then they accepted. Then they moved on to these particular religions such as Jainism and Buddhism. Let's see Jainism. Founder of Jainism is Vardhamana Mahavira. He was a Kshatriya. Mahavira was the 24th Tirthankara in Jain tradition. Tirthankara means spiritual teacher. The birthplace of Mahavira was Kundagrama near Vaishali. Vaishali, present day Bihar. Parents were Siddhartha and Trisala. Wife Yashoda. Daughter Priyadarshana, also called Annoja. He died at Pava near Rajagriha, present day Bihar. Mahavira's real name was Vardhamana. Mahavira attained the highest spiritual knowledge called Kevala Jnana. After attaining Kevala Jnana, he was called as Mahavira and Jina. Jina means spiritual conqueror. Let's see teachings of Mahavira. Three Ratnas or three gems, that means three principles of Jainism were right faith, right knowledge, right conduct. What is meant to be right faith? It is the belief in the teachings and wisdom of Mahavira. Right knowledge means the acceptance of the theory such as no God, world exists without a creator, all object possess a soul. Right conduct. It refers to the observances of the five great vows such as not to injure life, not to lie, not to steal, not to acquire property, not to lead immoral life. Mahavira rejected authority of Vedas and he objected to the Vedic rituals. Doctrine of asceticism or penance and renunciation was carried extreme length by the practice of starvation, nudity, self-torture, etc. Mahavira organized Sangha to spread his teachings. His Sangha consisted of both monks and lay followers. Dynasties that patronized Jainism were Chandragupta Maurya, Kharavela of Kalinga, Gangas, Kadampas, and Chalukyas of South Indian dynasty. Now, division of Jainism. A serious famine took place in Ganges Valley, and few followers of Mahavira transported to the southern India. Jain monks led by Bhadrabhagu and Chandragupta Maurya came to Shravanabelagola of Karnataka, and the Jain monks who stayed back in North India were led by Stulabahu. Stulabahu is changed the code of conduct for the monks. Thus, the Jainism got divided into two. Svetambaras, who were known as white clad, were led by Stulabahu, and the other one is Digambaras. Digambaras was the sky clad or the naked clad, which was led by the Bhadra Bahu. The first Jain council was conducted at Pataliputra, led by Stulabahu, and the second Jain council was held at Vallabhi. Final compilation of Jain literature called 12 Angas were completed in this council. Next, we can see Buddhism. Founder Gautama or Siddhartha. His birthplace was Lumbini near Kapilavastu. His parents were Sudhodana and Maya Devi. He born to a Sakya clan. His foster mother was his aunt, and she was Prajapati Gautami. His wife was Yashodhara, and he had a son Rahula. He attained nirvana or enlightenment at Bodh Gaya. His first sermon was delivered at Saranath near Benares. He was died at Kushinagara. And most important disciples of Buddha were Sri Putta, Moggallana, Ananda, Kasappa, Upali, Prasannajit of Kosala, and Bimbisara and Ajatasattu of Magadha. There were four noble truths of Buddha. The world is full of suffering. The cause of suffering is desire. If desire are get rid of, suffering can be removed. And to follow the eightfold path such as right view, right resolve, right speech, right conduct, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Notably, Buddha neither accepted the God nor rejected existence of God. He taught that the soul doesn't exist. He emphasized karma and ahimsa. Buddha didn't make a direct attack on caste system, but he was against of any social distinctions. Let's see how was the spread of Buddhism. Buddha had disciples who were called as bhikkhus, they were male monks, and bhikkhunis who were nuns, and ubasikas, they were lay worshippers. Buddhist Sangha is an organization of monks for spreading of Buddha's teachings. Membership in Sangha was open to all without any discrimination in gender and the caste. It was open to male, female, and for all caste and religions. And the Sangha was governed on democratic line. Kingdoms that embraced this religion were Magadha, Kosala, and Kausambi. About 200 years after the death of Buddha, Ashoka, the famous ruler of Mauryan Empire, embraced Buddhism. Ashoka's missionary effort spreaded Buddhism into West Asia and the Ceylon, present-day Sri Lanka. Buddhist Council. The first Buddhist council was held at Rajagriha. The chairman was Maha Kassapa. Second Buddhist council held at Vaishali. It was presided by Sabhakami. The third Buddhist council was held at Pataliputra under the patronage of Ashoka. It was presided over by Moggaliputta Tesa. The final version of Tripitakas, that means 3 baskets of text such as Vinaya Pitaka, Sutta Pitaka and Abhidhamma Pitaka completed in this council. These texts were written in Pali language. And the fourth council was held at Kashmir by Kanishka. The chairman of fourth Buddhist council was Vasumitra. Ashwagosha, a Buddhist philosopher, also participated in this council. The new school of Buddhism called Mahayana Buddhism came into existence in this council. Let's see the division of Buddhism. After the death of Buddha, Buddhism divided into two, Hinayana and Mahayana. Hinayana Buddhism. It was the real teaching of Buddha. The term Hinayana refers to lesser vehicle or modest vehicle. Ashoka propagated Hinayana. Hinayana didn't practice idol worships. They used Pali language as medium of teaching. Hinayana didn't worship bodhisattvas. Bodhisattvas were those who attained enlightenment like Buddha. Mahayana Buddhism. The term Mahayana refers to great vehicle or vast vehicle. Mahayana Buddhism practiced idol worship. They adopted Sanskrit as their medium of language for teachings. And the Sanskrit was considered as an elite class language, so the common people couldn't understand it is. So the Pali, the transformation from Pali to Sanskrit made the people little bit difficult to follow this Mahayana Buddhism. In Mahayana, the followers worshipped the bodhisattvas. Just go through the reasons for the decline of Buddhism. The revival of Brahmanism, the rise of Bhagavatism, adoption of Sanskrit language instead Pali, the birth of Mahayana Buddhism, and attack of the Huns in 5th and 6th century, and the Turkish invasion, which was in 12th century, destroyed Buddhist monasteries. Even if it is declined, it has contributed a lot to the Indian culture. Let's see what was the contribution of Buddhism. The concept of ahimsa, which later became the tool of Mahatma Gandhi in his freedom fight. And the Buddhism also contributed to art and architecture. Good examples that stupas in Sanchi, Bharat and Gaya, and it also contributed the style of chaityas and vihara construction. And Buddhism promoted residential educations like Takshila, Nalanda and Vikramashila. It promoted the spread of Indian culture to the parts of Asia. These are the important things about Jainism and Buddhism, and thank you so much for watching this video.